a good sign.
I mean, it was actually a good idea, for sure.
Oh, so what Hellraisers still need their offlaner here. Spirit Breaker? Oh, sorry, they banned that out, sorry. I guess Tusk is still in the pool.
Yeah, Tusk is okay. Like, you don't really want to snowball on the Juggernaut, that's the biggest problem. And that's like the only frontline hero they currently have right now, so it doesn't really seem like mega strong. You don't want to pick Clock, because Clock is terrible against these heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
I feel like I'm forgetting a hero. Who am I forgetting?
5 seconds
Alright, this is when we go to the hero screen and look to see
Let's
who I'm not
what about a
remembering.
Centaur Warrener? I'd like to see a Centaur Warrener.
It's not bad, actually. There's only
Yeah.
one hard disable.
Get the
Like-
Ags. It's great against the Jug. Good against the AA.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
the the
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster. How could
Yeah.
we forget Beastmaster?
I knew I
How
was
could we
forgetting a
forget
hero. I'm like, there's
Beastmaster?
somebody I'm not remembering.
Yeah.
And it was the Beastmaster. So it's good for Jug, very good for Queen as well. The only downside is that they do have Avenge. I think they were just looking for something that gave a little bit more vision control. Because right now they definitely have the late game with their heroes. Like late game Invoker, Spectre, and Beastmaster is pretty scary, actually. Like even though Jug scales pretty well into the late game,
10 seconds.
he's more used as like the pushing carry right now. Some people have actually opted to go for Battle Fury builds and whatnot. We actually saw that yesterday. But against a Spectre late game, it's pretty scary to think about going late game against that. So we'll see what Na'Vi want to do here. They are also potentially looking at either a mid or an off lane.
Yeah, I guess it's more likely to be Akmo's. I mean, the dream would be Dendi Magnus, Akmo, Quat. But I'm guessing we're looking at Akmo, and maybe he's going to just get the Tusk again.
Yeah, it could be. Oh,
Oh, the
Slardar, okay.
Slaughter. Okay.
Something
okay.
to help eat through the Spectre, which
Yeah,
they did
nice
not have
with the
before.
Jug.
Now we saw yesterday, even against heroes like Dragon Knight, Slardar +1 physical damage carry can be more than enough to chunk through even the hardest of tanky heroes, you know?
Yeah,
I think
get-
that game there
yeah.
was a Sven Slardar, right? Against a DK.
There was a Sven Slaughter, yeah.
Yeah, Axmo, offlane Slardar, Dendi Queen. I haven't seen Dendi play Queen in a while, actually.
Yeah, I remember the last time. I think he's definitely one of the heroes that he's known to give us a performance on, so... It may not be a Magnus, but we can expect some flashy stuff here from Dendi if he's hitting his stride this game. But alas, no Pudge this game. The drafts are a little bit more... I don't know, they're still fun.
It's more
We've still got some
normal.
fun drafts here, but there's no Pudge. There's no Pudge.
They picked the Spectre before the Jug, right?
Yes, they did. Spectre was
Yeah,
picked,
okay.
and then Jug was picked straight up in response.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if they wanted to pick a Pudge again, they would probably have to wait for the safe laner to be picked. Because that way you don't have to run into the lifestealer problem again. Or you do it in a way where you can ban the hero that you don't want to play against and then pick directly into it. Which obviously they couldn't do, so. Game on here. See how the lanes are
Indeed.
going to be shaping up from both teams.
Yeah, let's check it out. Game 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. Na'Vi versus Hellraisers, the second game of the series, and 1-0 at the moment to the side of Na'Vi after a 74-minute extravaganza. Let's see what goes down here. And as you said, lane-wise, at the moment, looking to check out pretty basic for Hellraisers. The Beastmaster off lane, Alpha Ninja on the Invoker mid, and your standard tri-lane here, ensuring that YW gets the farm he needs on the Spectre. From the side of Na'Vi, looks like they want to try and meet the tri-lanes head-on-head at the moment, as we can see Slardar, Akmo heading towards the bottom, whereas the tri-lane of Artstar, Seneko, and of course Ditchara looking to opt towards the top lane. So I guess this is the matchup that Na'Vi are looking for here. They want to go head-to-head against the Spectre.
Well, when you have AA, Venge, and Juggernaut, like, those heroes are very, very good at contesting lanes. So if they wanted to, I would think that it's a pretty good idea. Because Lion's not mega strong in tri-lane early. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Seneko walking into the midst of them all, though. They have got a boost here from Artstar to get the right clicks in, and Dendi blinks forward, trying to find Shashlo, but it looks like the only kill is going to be that first blood as Seneko gives up his life, and Akmo looks like he will be able to get himself out. But yeah, Seneko the only one to fall here. And yeah, Hellraisers will be happy with how that started. And lane-wise, at the moment, Goddamn has found himself down here. Probably TP up top ASAP. In the mid lane, you have got Alpha Ninja. He's being helped out. Is Lion going to hang around or going to make a beeline straight up top? It looks like he's going to make a beeline for the top lane. And yeah, it's going to be this matchup we talked about. So as you said, a lane in which the Spectre's got to be pretty damn careful.
Yeah, his supports are going to only be able to do so much to help him. Like, at level 1, I think this Trilane and Navi actually has some pretty insane kill potential. You get a chilling touch out, you get a stun onto a hero, hit him a few times with a spin, they should be dead. Until the Dazzle has Grave, which is obviously level 2, which if they hit fast enough it shouldn't be like super scary. But if you're out of position at any point in time as HR, you could easily die here.
And this is going to see how the CS matches up. I mean, at the moment we can see 4-5-0 against the 2-0. So Dichara certainly with the edge against this Spectre in lane.
It'll probably stay that way for the foreseeable future. There's just way too much kill potential in Navi's tri-lane for Yvonne to feel safe going after that creep wave.
Mid lane Dendi, 5 for 5 against the Invokers 4 for 1. So Dendi certainly winning in terms of the denies. So slight edge here for Na'Vi. And top, the sentry has been dropped here, so it's going to be hard for Na'Vi to get any good vision around this area of the jungle. They have, of course, blocked the pool camp here.
This is a really awkward situation because you can't really gank mid if you're HR. You can't kill the queen. That's the biggest problem. Like, maybe if you smoke, you could get a hex on him or something before he blinks away, but even then, that's very difficult. So their supports are kind of pigeonholed into the situation where they can either go bottom and try to gank, which is still very difficult in its own right because he can sprint away, and the offlaner doesn't have a way to start a fight outside of putting a boar on him. So for now, it just seems like they're kind of stuck up here babysitting Yvonne, where it might not be the best way for them to like go about playing the early game. They just don't have much choice.
No, this is, yeah, at the moment, the good thing here for the side of Hellraisers is the fact that Beastmaster is getting something down in this bottom lane. You know, he's 12 for 3 against the 10 for 1, but still Akmo's doing very well. The biggest difference being apparent is the fact that this Spectre is getting nothing. And it does just feel like the laning stage, Na'Vi have got slight grips on it. Mid lane still, Dendi still keeping a slight edge over Afro Ninja. But it's very close, and in terms of XP, he's actually managed to get a little bit more, even though the denies have been there. So he's been in and out a bit more than Dendi has been.
It's kind of surprising that the CS is this close. I guess the Alacrity nerf is coming into pretty big play here.
Oh, and this could be a kill here for the Trilane, and it is. That's your Spectre down. Nothing that could have been done here, and yeah, Dazzle indeed was not in the neighborhood.
So wait, they didn't have a ward, and they went on him anyway. Oh no, they did have a ward. They saw him walk past a creep camp, or was that a sentry?
That was a sentry at the creep camp.
Okay,
yeah.
so they just YOLO'd on him. Wow, okay. Well, they get the kill. And unfortunately, that just puts the lane in an even worse position. Like this lane is getting trounced right now by Na'Vi. They need somebody to help, and the thing is, Invoker really isn't that hero. It's gonna have to be Beastmaster. Like, you can roar into a Sunstrike or something like that, I suppose, when the Beastmaster hits 6. That could be a way to relieve the lane.
Then you just have to be careful there. Goddan came in with a rotation. He tried to man fight up against the Dazzle, but the cold snap doing enough to hold him off. So Neko actually coming in with a rotation here behind the tower. Oh!
Got him.
Easy kill. Easy. Top lane at the same time. They're trying to go in again this time with the Sunstrike. They will find Art Style. Dichara gets a kill in return though. I mean, he'll just turn and hit the Spectre. Yeah, Spectre, off you go. So 1 for 1 up on this top lane. Both of the carries for either side getting involved in the kills. And this is, oh yeah, goodbye South. Doesn't matter, he is at full health at the moment. Neko's got to be a little bit careful here. Art Star returning to the lane. But farm-wise, it's still 20-6 against the 7 for 0 on this Spectre.
I'm wondering what you do in that situation. I think you just buy like an Iron Talon and just go jungle. Like, just be like, I'm out. I ain't getting anything from this lane. At the very least, your supports would be able to soak up some EXP. But the pole camp has been dewarded, so now they can actually pull the wave back into their favor, which helps a fair bit. It does make it a little bit dangerous though, because if the supports are here in forest, they can just tower dive. But as soon as they see Art Style kind of walking by mid, actually they won't see him because it's nighttime. So they won't actually know the Art Style's gone until the lane ward spots the only one hero. But now that they've rotated away from the lane, this is going to allow Yvonne to recover. And having only like 15 more CS than a carry at this stage, you can recover pretty fast. It's like less than what, 2 full minutes of creep waves that you can get, and then you're just back in the game.
It certainly feels like a slower start than we had in game 1.
Well, if you think about it, the Pudge didn't actually start moving around until like 10 minutes. Like, he farmed Tranquils, Full Wand, Urn, and then a Smoke before he actually left his lane. I think it just seemed a little bit more active because we saw heroes that we didn't see it very often, you know? Like, it was exciting.
I guess that was the difference there with that game. Wrap around here towards the mid lane. Akmo trying to use his level 6. He's positioned in the sidelines here, and they might just dive this. They've got the stuns, magic missile, amplify. He's going to dive the tower, sonic wave as well, just to seal the deal. Dendy will pick up the kill.
Did they have to commit the sonic wave for that, or did they just like?
Yes, I was a little bit ham from Dendy, but maybe at the pace the game's going, he feels that he's not going to be leaving the lane. He's I don't know, maybe, yeah, it was a little bit overkill, to say the least. Just a little.
I suppose better safe than sorry. Like you mentioned, the pace of the game is not very fast, so he might not get punished for this. But the Beastmaster is 6 now, and they're looking for a potential kill on bottom. The supports are both in the area. They are going to run past each other. Oh god, the supports actually left him all alone. See you later.
He's so dead, yeah. Nice roll from Shashlo to set that up, and yeah, as you mentioned, just Navi not being in position to back up and keep the Jug alive. And Spectre is now getting the space that she needed a little bit. She's having to deal with a Slardar now in her lane, but 20 CS, she's slowly finding the farm. And Haunt as well, in fact, as they look for Artstyle. Artstyle will go down. Nice Haunt from YW. But they did lose the Invoker for that one. So again, not really a great trade for Hellraisers, but this time at least, you know, Spectre finds a kill off the back of it. So a bit more gold into the bank here for YW, which he does desperately need at this point.
The other thing too is the Juggernaut has actually died, and Ivana is doing a very good job at closing the CS gap between him and Ditchera. So the difference in what the lane actually accomplished is not going to be too huge in the grand scheme of things, because Na'Vi decided to abandon the lane after a while. I think they were maybe concerned about the fact that the Beastmaster was going to hit 6, and him rotating to roar gank somebody, which they ended up doing to the Jug, would be very hard to avoid. So they wanted to try to be in the right spot at the right time. Unfortunately for Na'Vi, they were not. But they are smoked here. Dendi and Seneko looking like they want to go towards top. No Sonic Wave though for 20 seconds. And they actually get the safe lane tower too from HR, so I would say they've kind of fully recovered from their bit of a rocky laning phase.
There we go. Let's see if they can do something with this mid. Seneko leading the way here. If he can get a stun off, no, he can't. A little bit too hasty on that one, and Undershock will be able to back up safely. So the line is going to be fine. He can continue to find the levels in this lane. Shashlo has actually moved down fairly deep here, and it looks like there's actually going to be a rotation towards him. The Borslow going to mean that Ditchera, he can't quite find the range there to get the Omni Slash off. As, of course, Shashlo is starting to work on his Necro Book, and he's got it finished. He's got the first level done now. So Necro Book out on its way here to the Beastmaster. And top lane, Akmo still contesting the farm here of Ivan, and 1300 gold for Slardar. Is maybe thinking for a wraparound there, got down, but he doesn't really have the control to stop this sprinting man. It just remains at this point 41 for 18, 36 for 12 on Invoker. Invoker at the moment heading off into the jungle to using the Forged Spirits here, so there is that lane free for Lion to find his level 6, and Undershock's been doing a good job here of soaking up the XP. He's pretty much got that finger on Line. Very close or so. The next wave should just about do it. Just have to be careful because Artstyle is there along with Seneka on the back lines. In fact, they'll jump in, and the Sonic Wave from Dendi absolutely whiffed there. Doesn't hit anything. Dendi, they're a bit off the mark.
That's space, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Space for HR.
But it's certainly forced Line back.
Sometimes you just gotta zone them out, you know? Show your dominance. Just be like, yeah, I could hit you with this, but I'm not going to, just so you know what it's gonna look like when I do. And they're smoked up here on high ground.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Raw, Necrobook, Sunstrike.
Oh, they didn't see him.
It is an Exhort Invoker. If they spot this out, Ditchera is almost certainly dead. If they can get the Raw off, he's going to be lucky.
What is that game sense? How did he just go back there? That was actually insane.
Okay, but with the one, looks like they will find a kill nonetheless. Seneko walks into it. They'll get one. In fact, they ended up getting two. Whereabouts was the AA?
They were both smoked when they were on high ground, right? And then one smoke broke, but they were still on high ground, so the ward mid didn't see them. he just like randomly like attacked the creep once and then ran away. That was kind of crazy actually. So the gank gets tanked by the support, but that does mean HR should be able to get this tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And Spectre, with the involvement she's had in these kills thanks to Haunt, she is keeping herself in this. She's only 600 or so net worth behind the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
So, by no means are Hellraisers falling far behind. They're certainly keeping themselves on level with Na'Vi this game, just in a different manner. Top lane TPs will come through. They don't want to give away this tier 1 too easily, and they will be able to get the deny here.
I guess the real jumping point for Na'Vi this game is just getting their Blink Dagger up on Axmo.
Yeah, he's pretty much done that now.
Once they have it, then he's going to have a Sonic Wave up in another 20. They can look to... Oh, he's going to get solo killed mid, I think. Undershock, let's go! Let's go! Oh, he's a coward. He didn't go for the kill.
Oh,
Is he going to walk in behind him?
is he going to do it?
He's gonna go to the creep wave. He's gonna die. Oh my god! Go!
Here we
He's dead.
go, Artstyle about to feel
Zap.
the finger!
Oh, he wasn't
Yummy.
even looking at his hero. He was trying to Ice Blast. That was
Okay.
pretty fortunate. They lose the Beastmaster though in trade. So all in all, that Lion has Blink at 12 minutes. He's 4-1.
Well, he was sat mid for ages. He managed to get 18 CS, a little bit of CS in his bank, and he's got
Dang.
4 kills.
Yeah, that's actually very impressive. He had his Blink on a support hero before the Slardar had his Blink, or around the same time, at the very least. Kind of crazy.
And this is huge against some of the, all of the cores of the side of Na'Vi. Having the Blink Hex initiation, it's going to be a nightmare for Dendi, for Ditchara, and for Akmo to deal with. They've got to be very careful when this line's coming around the corner.
Yeah. I guess it's now all just down to who gets the better initiations. I think that HR, with the Roar combination, if the Venge isn't 6 and in position, that hero gets like Sunstruck and whatnot and just dies like instantly. It's a very, very potent combination. So they're always going to have to be wary of that if you're on Na'Vi. Although they don't have Blink on the Beastmaster, he's going the traditional book build. I think you mentioned he picked up the book 1 a bit earlier. But
Yes, yeah.
until he has the book 3 and the Blink, the combo isn't really like fully in effect.
We've got a smoke here from the side of Na'Vi.
That's
They're
a
going to
Roche
head
smoke.
towards, the Roche.
Yeah.
Oh, the
They got
Hawk.
Healing Word and Venge,
The
so it
Hawk.
should
They know
not be
it's
too
up.
difficult.
They know it's up. They know that they're doing it.
Yeah, but they don't have. Actually, the Spectre can haunt. Yeah, they gotta go.
Yeah.
They gotta fight this.
They're going to fight this for sure, aren't they? Yeah, smoke up so they can get a jump in.
Oh, they
and
have
here we have
another
it.
Hawk too.
Here we have it. Hellraisers leading the way.
So
Roshan
risky.
at half health. Shashlo's going to lead in. They've got the Sunstrike on Akmo. Oh, no.
That is real bad.
Really?
The Lion was like,
Oh.
look at how far away he is right now. I thought they would roar the
He's still
Slardar,
got
though.
Blink. I mean, you can still get in the pit from there. can't he?
Yeah, this is
But
actually kind of poorly coordinated though
This
from HR.
pause.
Because the thing is, like,
Oh.
alright, they go in, but they Sunstruck and roared 2 different targets. So he sees the Sunstrike, right? Because it gives vision. If he just roared the Slardar, that Slardar would be just immediately dead. And then there is no, like, counter big AoE stun that you have to worry about. And then Dendi maybe Sonic Waves and then throws out one Scream. But the problem is there's not going to be any follow-up damage because the Lion's too far away. Which means that this roar
No, but he
is
can
not
blink in.
gonna...
He can blink in.
He's really far, though.
Yeah, he can blink
Like,
that.
I mean, he could blink over the cliff, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, even if he blinks down, he might barely be in position to stun. And he doesn't have Finger either. So, it's going to be, I think, a bit difficult to kill him in this roar. But if they have, like, that pause coordination where they say exactly what they need to do, I suppose is possible. I still think that HR might end up paying for their initiation not hitting on the same target. Because what if he blinks in and Axmo has his blink back off cooldown and then he gets stunned, right? Like, there's a lot of things that can happen from here.
Oh man, this is a very unfortunate pause.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is a really awkward situation, especially for HR.
Damn.
I mean, the thing is, Ditchera probably just omnis right now, right? Because there's just 3 heroes showing. Or he just walks in with spin and then omnis after.
Yeah, I mean, what you think this is? But what the
I think
hell's-
Navi will win this fight.
Look at Slaughter.
Yeah, he's
seeing-
just slugging around, man.
He's like, take me. He's just
Yeah,
laid
because he
down.
didn't get roared, so he's like, all right, I'm in, you know? Like, the Invoker can't even cold snap for another 2 seconds. I guess in this case, though, he'd probably just use deafening, right? Might be better. I don't know. It's interesting when you have pauses at these situations, because you run, like, a million different scenarios in your head, like who uses what skill on who, and try to decide who would eventually win the fight. But just from the way that the fight started, I kind of give the advantage to Navi. The only downside is that they don't have 6 on the Venge. If they had 6 on the Venge, I would say Navi definitely win the fight. But since the Venge is only 5, there is still a chance that HR can win, but I think they have to play extremely well. Like, as Lion, you don't really want to blink into the pit when you're the only person there and you see Jug. And it's like, okay, if I blink in, I'm getting omnied. Right? Like, it's not great. I hope he comes back, though. Seems like it's been a little while.
He's been gone a while, this one.
Yeah, no one said anything either on the side of HR. Hope he's A-okay.
There we go.
There we go. Somebody's gonna ask. Unfortunately, it is...
Empire.
Right. It's not in a language that you or I could read, so we don't actually know what,
Hey, I just
what he's
read
gonna
it.
say.
What do you mean?
I mean, can you translate what it means?
Nah, I don't get paid for that.
Alright, well. You can tell me during the breakdown, I'm sure.
Oh dear. Do.
We've had 2 fairly lengthy pauses, I think, so far, right? 1 in each game.
Yeah. There we go. That makes sense now. He's cleared it up. Stats by there. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyone who can read that, please feel free to translate. 5 minutes from now.
I'm sure we've got some expert translators in Twitch chat.
Oh god, I can't wait to see what they're gonna say. I'm sure it has nothing to do with anything like racist at all. It's just gonna be like totally on the up and up, legit translations from Google.
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
What have we got here? Maybe that's giving us the go ahead. Maybe not. Lion's still down. Where is it? We can see if he's online actually. He is currently. Oh, his profile's private. What a noob.
Wow. Reported.
Maybe I'll add him as a friend. Think I want to be my
Reported for
friend?
lack of transparency. That's a thing, right?
Sure. Oh dear. Yeah, this is a long pause.
Sometimes you just gotta randomly crash.
So we did have. It was a 5-minute pause in the other game, and I didn't say anything because it's like you know.
5 minutes is
conspiracy and
fine,
that.
dude. I've had like.
But if it's 5 minutes, that
okay.
means they're checking the stream. I'm just saying. So 5 minutes has now just passed.
Is there
So
a rule
if he
about that?
reconnects within 10 seconds, I'm gonna smell some bullshit. Oh, I'm not trying to create drama. But that's the
Okay,
second
Owen.
time.
Alright.
Sorry,
Let's
don't
just
make
stop
a Reddit
right
thread.
there.
Let's stop right there. Sorry, lads. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That was a 5-minute pause, but as I said, you can't. It's just coincidence, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, let's see how this fight works out.
Let's see how it works out.
I think Navi will win, but we'll see. Alright, let's go!
Alright, let's go back in, and let's see how it fight continues. Okay, so Haunt comes out straight away here. Ice Blast will fly through, but they get the blink. The triple stun there from Lion. Omni slash flash through from Ditchara. Zaneko's gonna fall. They get the crush from Akbar onto 2. With the Blade Fury as well. Ditchara, he's got to run though. He's gonna fall as well. 3 dead on the side of Navi. The stun again from the shock. Hits it onto 2 here. They'll get a crush though. They will be able to blink out on Dendi, and it looks like the blink out from Akbar. They will escape. Sunstrike.
No.
Oh, where was he going for? Where was the Sunstrike? Oh, it's here. A little bit off the mark. And Hellraisers as well, they get the plays and...
That was the stun, actually.
It was the stun from Lion.
My god. Okay, so... Turns out, all you gotta do is just DC, come back, casually ravage the enemy team, and then you win.
You know, check the stream, get the perfect angle for the pit. I'm kidding. These guys are legitimate players.
That was
Legit.
actually insanely good from the line. That stun won them the fight, like, hands down. I think if he only hits like 1 or 2 targets there, Navi would have been okay. But they got wrecked by that lion. The scary part was he didn't even have finger, right? Like, it just came off cooldown after they killed Roshan. So, not having the ulti and whatnot, it was a very, very nice
It's under attack.
start. Oh, see you later, goddamn.
Goodbye.
Yep, he did.
9 to 10 at the moment. Invoker, top of the net worth. It's again these two teams pretty much. These teams play at very similar level. These games, I think you can always expect them to be close between Na'Vi and Hellraisers.
Yeah.
You get some good stuff here between these two guys.
Well, can HR defend their tier 1? They do have Aegis, right? Yeah, so I believe they will want a game on this. Oh, they're going double book as well. I think another team did this the other day. It was Team Spirit. They picked Lycan and Invoker, right? And then
They did, and they both caught
double
level-
Necro 3.
yeah.
So this is going to be similar. They're just going for the fast push.
Yes, I mean that was the game that Team Spirit won in what, like 18 minutes.
Yeah.
So
They actually like donkey stomp that game. It was crazy.
donkey stomp.
Hell yeah, dude.
What's a
That's when,
donkey
like-
stomp?
I don't know. I guess it's an American thing, probably.
I've never heard of a donkey stomp.
You don't want to, Owen. It's not good.
Oh, is it rude?
Don't Google it either. It's probably bad.
I've heard of a donkey punch. Is it the same thing?
Nah, it's not the same
It's
thing.
not the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what donkey stomp is.
I'm not surprised actually that you've heard of a donkey punch, but not
I've
a
heard
donkey
of a
stomp.
Why is donkey punch more of a British thing?
No, it's just more of a sexual thing. Okay, Aximal is a gun.
Oh, Dendy! He got the Sonic Wave, did clip the line, steal the kill in return, but the roar onto Dendy. In comes
Oh.
the Omni Slash. Ditchera finds
What
himself
the-
a second. What the swap?
Okay.
Swap? He's got to be careful about this physical damage, actually, Ditchera. Can't really afford to just play Fury into these guys with the Forge Spirits and the Dazzle. So he will back off. So it's 2 for 1, though. Dendy getting a nice Sonic. YW won't be able to chase that one down. And yeah, so Necro's being picked up by this man as well. As you anticipated. Absolutely bang on.
I think the biggest concern right now for Navi is they're going to have a really hard time stopping the push with 2 Necros. That's a really scary thing, because if Dendy accidentally kills the books or the AA kills him, you just kind of get wrecked, you know? The damage that you get from
Mid lane. Hello,
Oh,
that's the
bomb.
crush. Ice Blast as well onto the boy here, and YW is why are you dead?
Yeah, he did.
He's gone.
Super
He's
dead.
gone for good. Sunstrike. Oh, it's just destroying some trees. And well, it looks like Midas is going to be the item here for Artstar by the looks of it. 1500 gold on him. So trying to get that Midas done here for the AA so he can get his levels, get his Aghanims on as soon as possible. And yeah, 2 minutes left on the Aegis here.
Well, against the odds, this Lion's early game, blinking into the pit, 3-man stun, picking off art style.
Yeah, some big plays from Undershot. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, his last game was kind of okay. It was kind of hard to give him a lot of credit because I felt like, you know, Ivan was just playing so good that we talked about him quite a bit, and goddamn, playing Oracle as a hero, we don't get to see much.
Hack mode.
That sucks.
That is, yeah, dispelling the
sucks
smoke.
bad.
Smoke's over. The game is over. Hellraisers
man. Game over.
have to wait here for round 2. Get another smoke out. In fact, Na'Vi might make a jump. If they can get a swap, it doesn't look like they can. Though the Creepway's going to spot them. Akmo trying to get the blink crush, but Undershot with the reactions blinks himself
What is he
away.
doing?
Amplify gets dropped. Hex is there as well. Undershot could be in trouble here. The Ice Blast connection with the Shadow Strike. Undershot will almost certainly die. Haunt coming out. They do have a Shallow Grave to buy some time here. The Haunt, they're going for the kill here onto Akmo, but he blinks himself away. He's not going to continue to chase that, and they do just lose the Lion. At the same time, they might lose more. Shashlo coming fairly far down the lane. Hit Ditchera, fighting up with the Blade Fury. The Raw will hold him back. The Sonic Wave, it clips him. Dendy just on the edge, getting himself a double kill. Hellraisers, they look like they're still in a position where they want to try and force something. They've got the push down the mid lane going from Alpha Ninja. But he'll have to be careful as the rest of his team have left him behind. And yeah, Hellraisers will back up, or at least try to. They're chasing, and the crush catching Alpha Ninja just on the edge. He hung around for too long. Will go down. He gets the Sunstrike out. Akmo has the healing ward, and now the Age is coming into play. Akmo getting the crush onto YW. He's going to live. Alpha Ninja takes an Ice Blitz and a crit to the black, and he's gone. And goddamn,
He's out of
will
there.
TP out. Yeah, and the finger. Oh, the
Nice.
fish finger. Getting Slaughter. He's still got
Oh,
an
there's
Omni
an
Slash.
Omni.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even need it as Orchid, okay.
So
Vana?
Ditchara going absolutely ham. The Orchid will take him out. Dandy blinks away. He's still got this Omni Slash. He's going to have to use it. I don't think he gets a kill with this.
Oh.
He's going to have to run. Ditchara, well, Magic Missile to YW. This fight's still continuing. We might even see a third Ice Blast come out of this fight. It's back online. And we certainly will. They're looking to get the vision. Ice Blast. How's the trajectory? A little bit off point. Just a little bit off point there.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I guess it wasn't too bad. They managed to get their Jug out of there, they killed a Lion on the way out. They didn't lose Dendi either. So, all things considered, it was just a little bit of a trade. They lost to Slardar, right? Axmo died. But, I don't know, this game is still super close. I think the longer it goes, like, Avon probably is going to make his way towards Radiance now, because he already has the drums, the urn, and the phase boots. So he's got his, like, tanky core items up that he needs to be able to stay in the fight and not just explode. And then once he gets Radiance, like, art style, he's actually got Midas already, and they almost have Mech too. So I wonder if he'll actually opt out of Radiance after seeing all that. Because normally you want the Radiance burn to actually have like some pretty decent impact, right? In conjunction with also increasing your farm speed. But are you watching videos of yourself? What is that noise? Yeah.
Nice. Oh, no. No, I had the stream play and I was watching him back to see that 5-minute bit that we had going on.
The hell, man! I was like, wait, are you like in a bathroom or something? Because I was like hearing you yelling, but it wasn't really that audible.
No, I did. Did you see my bathroom cast the other day?
You actually did the bathroom cast?
I took the laptop to the bathroom and I continued to cast a game whilst on the toilet.
All right.
It was good.
How did everyone like it? Was it enjoyable?
Everyone loved it on stream. They absolutely loved it. They complained though because I didn't wash my hands.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
But I went back and washed them after they complained. I forgot I had a laptop in my hands. I couldn't just casually wash the laptop.
Well, I mean, you put the laptop down and then you wash your hands.
I was plugged in via Ethernet and I had a mic plugged in via USB. I was a little bit handful. Don't worry, my hands were washed in the end.
All right. Well played, Owen. Well played.
Yeah, I washed them really well as well.
Good.
But yeah, there was some good cleaning going on.
Otherwise, I don't know if I would have shaken your hand again, you know?
No, I normally do. It was just the fact that I thought I could get away with it because I was casting. And no, of course, Twitch chat, they're very observant.
Yeah, they are. They remember everything. And
Crush.
they're never wrong either.
On to Shasha, the Ice Blast as well. He's gone. No chance here for the Beastmaster. Out of the fight. Out of the game for 45 seconds. They're using a Hornet here. What's this for? Oh, it's for the AA kill. Okay, AA was low, so AA just died to the Haunt.
Yeah.
They're focusing with the Necro units as well. That Beastmaster did manage to get out before he died, so...
That's the AA life against these global teams, you know? Like, you just die to random stuff. You always have to be, like, on the other side of the map, pretty much. Otherwise... Well, actually, even if you do that, you could still die. Because the Spectre sees you alone, and then he just goes in and you die anyway. It's not the best, but... Like we talked about during the draft, it's more of the Ice Blast being good against the hero. So as long as you land it before you die, you pretty much did your job. And for now, it really looks like neither team is getting like a gigantic advantage in any real way. I guess if anything, Na'Vi, they had the slight kill advantage, and their farm spread is a bit more even, I guess, if you want to call it that, but not by much. Then the AA will translate into the late game fairly well. He'll become eventually tanky enough with Aghanims to survive the Spectre just like killing him casually with Haunts instead of or Necro Books, and not even having to commit for it. Later on he actually will. And Roshan's gonna be up in about 15, so HR probably gonna be looking for that as well as Na'Vi, who has a smoke. Alright, there's one for Na'Vi coming out right now. And HR, they gotta have one, right? Yeah, the line has it. Okay. So both teams are ready for Roshan.
Tier 1's going to fall by those on the bottom. Yeah, as you said, the fact that with the Hawk there... Oh wait, the Hawks has been taken away, so yeah, then... Are they aware of this, Hellraisers? Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, they're TPing in. They're ready to go. They're smoked up. They're making a beeline straight for the pit. So here we have it. Roshan out at half health. Now...
Where's
Let's
the
see if Hellraisers go for the classic pause and DC for 5 minutes.
I
Nah, they're going to go straight in. They're going straight in this time.
Yeah.
And they can still look at this army as well with the Necro and the Forge Spirits. They're going to do short work at this, and Na'Vi might have just let this one go. The Haunt coming out to stop Na'Vi from engaging.
Go for the
And
steal,
yeah,
Indy.
they'll get it. Roshan's got it. Lion's going to pick up the Aegis. Hellraisers get it. And now the stun onto 3. The Axis fly through as well. The Roar. It's beautiful from Hellraisers. The finger onto 1. The slashes onto 4. That's going to be 4 dead onto the side of Na'Vi.
That was a
Hellraisers.
4-man stun, Owen.
Yeah, this man's Lion play. Showing
Why
us
pick
he
Tidehunter
don't need
when
no
you can
pause.
just pick Lion?
He don't need no pause to get these stuns.
This is like the MMY Lion, you know? The ravage every single team fight. Good God. How much does this guy win his team the game? Honestly, like... In a good fight, you hit 2 people with a stun, you know, on average. It's like, if I hit 2 people, I feel pretty good about that stun. I hit 3 people, I'm like, alright, enemy team probably screwed up. I hit 4 people, we won. Like, we actually just won the game.
Radiant's middle
I don't know, man.
That was big for Hellraisers. Big stuff.
Well, the other thing, too, is we talked about Yvonne's item progression and how he was going to get to the Radiance next. It feels like not that long ago, he only had, like, 800, 900 gold.
Oh yeah,
After
that
team
fight
fight.
stepped up hugely. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got, like, 4k, so he's got his relic right now. Like, this game, getting really rough for Na'Vi.
I mean, Jug still finding the farm, but with the Blink S&Y build, it's certainly going to fall off against a Radiance that's potentially going to come out from Spectre. And as you said, yeah, just what 800 gold away from that completed recipe. Axe onto Dandy, the stun as well. They'll get the crush here to hold back the side, but the roars onto Akmo, and they'll jump straight in on the Slardar. Slardar's gone, ripped to pieces by these Necro units.
Yeah.
And here's the push. Here is the push. The Ice Blast only clipped a couple of them. How is it just going to go? They actually smoke and run, Na'Vi. But Undershock, he's on their trail. Magic Missile will hold back the line, but they'll take the tier 2 here, and Hellraiser's push. Absolutely terrifying.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I don't know what the Juggernaut's supposed to do in fights anymore. Like, why did he buy Blink? I actually am so confused by this choice. Normally you buy Blink when you want to isolate a hero, but look at how many, like, creeps, necrobooks, boars, like... There's way too much stuff for you to ever want to blink into. Because if you blink in and you try to Omni, okay, well, you're not going to kill anything, except for some necrobooks, maybe, and a boar. And if you go in and you spin, you're going to just get roared and killed. And if you're spinning, you can't be swapped. So... Or wait, no, you can't be swapped, never mind. Yeah, you can be swapped.
Yeah, you can be swapped, yeah.
It still seems really... questionable. Like, maybe they felt very pressured to go for a build that would just let them fight and end the game. But as soon as they lost that Roshan, I think that was like their timing, their opportunity to
look at this Hellraiser's jumping out potentially. Look at this. Yes,
Yeah,
this
this
Jug,
Jug
fall
is
for the
dead, right?
bait. Fall for the bait, Jug.
Oh no, they're waiting for the
Dandy,
bench.
fall for the bait. Fall for the bait. Suneko, fall for the bait. Or maybe they actually no. There's too many. I don't
No,
think
they're not
gonna do
going.
this. No.
Oh, they're waiting for the Spectre to buy Radiance, that's why.
Oh.
The Spectre has money for Radiance, so they're gonna wait and buy it and then go, maybe. But the rest of the team is already done.
Right, okay. Yeah, they've gone. Na'Vi are off anyway. Missed the timing there, unfortunately, for the side of Hellraisers. Could have been good. Could have been good.
Yeah. I thought for a second he was just waiting for the Venge, because normally if you blink in on Lion, that person just gets swapped, right? But... yeah, in that case, they just wanted to make sure the Spectre had the biggest impact item that he could have at this stage, which obviously is the Radiance, so... I don't think HR are really pressured either. I think they actually have a great way to slowly choke out Na'Vi and just win the game. Because unlike what HR have, Na'Vi don't have that vision control hero like Beastmaster and the late game potential of a Spectre. Especially with the way they itemize. Like, Dendi has to pretty much go BKB now. And he already has Orchid, so his teamfight impact is going to be fairly limited, even though he's actually performed very well. Like, he has very high kill contribution, he's only died one time.
He has hit some... with the first Sonic Wave, but other than that, the Sonic Waves have been beautiful. 8 form for 6, as you said, yeah.
Yeah. It's very just... It's a very rough spot, because the AA, maybe if he had Aghanims, I'd say they were still okay. But this really feels like a hard situation now for them. Like, how are they going to stop the push? How are they going to actually, like, go high ground with the Juggernaut going an item that doesn't increase his farm rate at all? And it still feels like they can't fight.
Oh, Hearthstone getting jumped on straight away. The Haunt's out. He'll burn out to the Radiance damage. The Aegis has been popped online, but he's ready for round 2. In comes Ivan to the fight. Undershot getting Shallow Graves up. The Slash will be there. Ice Blast as well, could be big. Flies across the wall. Undershot will die. Sonic Wave as well. Flies through. Shashlo to fall. Gets the Roar out. but they hit the 2 big ults, and now they're looking for more. If they can find this, which they will be able to, that's going to be the Spectre down as well. They're going to look for the TP out. Goddamn, he will be able to escape, so will Alpha Ninja. But great defense there from Na'Vi, finding 3 and losing nothing.
They went mega deep. They like dove between tier 3 and tier 4s. That's a no-go. Like if you have a lineup like this where you can just spawn like double Necro, Forge Spirits, and Boars, you can just slow siege all day, and there's never anything Na'Vi can do to stop it, because they have no wave clear. They can throw out an AALT once every like 40 seconds, and between that time you have Dazzle, and you have 2 urns on your team. So you can just sustain it, right? You don't need to actually do what they just did. That is pretty much the only way that Na'Vi would ever win a fight, is if HR pull themselves out of position. And what ended up happening is that they wanted to go for a push because they knew the Aegis was going to be fading soon on the Lion, and the Aegis faded mid-fight. And then the Lion dies, he doesn't come back, and by that point HR are already committed to the fight and they can't back up anymore. So it was a very big misplay by HR to get caught out like that.
And Akmo jumps in with the crush, but the Hex is there. They're looking for the turnaround. They've got the silence onto Ivan, but he's focusing his attention towards Akmo again. The stun from Undershock, holding Slardar in place. They'll take the kill. And Na'Vi may be sticking around a little bit too long. They did get the tier 2, but losing the Slardar for that and giving more money into the bank of this Spectre, not always the plan that you want to be sticking to.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It seems really... Whenever there's a point in the game where I feel like HR are in a position where they should be dominant, they go like super ham. And I know there's not really anything at stake, but you should always try to play, you know? Like that dive mid, there was no reason for that. They could have very easily just did the slow siege, played it safe, gotten the tower maybe for free even. And Na'Vi would have had a very hard time dealing with it. Because nobody can jump it. Like nobody can jump in if HR is playing that kind of passive slow siege style. But we'll see.
Might see something start off mid. Oh, look at that aggressive blink! What the hell? Mate, you're 2 miles away from your team, but he's somehow gonna live. He backs off, the shallow grave is there. This man's balls pay off, but the sonic wave onto 5 from Dondo. They only end up killing the Dazzle, but it was a beautiful ult nonetheless, and it's holding Hellraisers back, saying, you want some, we'll give it you.
Why is HR throwing? Why are they doing that? Why don't they just hit the tower? I'm so confused right now. Oh, and help me.
Everyone TPing out here. Everyone will get away as well. That was a super... That blink initiation from Lion was quite deep.
Yeah, no one can even follow him. That's the problem.
He just was like, I got this, guys.
Like, the only other person who has blink is the Beastmaster, right? Yeah. So, if the Spectre doesn't want to haunt in and the Beastmaster doesn't want to blink, and they just want to hit the objective, which is pretty much what you want to do, then it's like... I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, Alpha Ninja's gonna die, too.
Undershock as well? I don't know if he lives through this, does he? He's got a force here on the Slardar if he wants to come. I guess with the Dazzle... Oh, okay. Okay, can they do it before the Shallow Grave? Yes, they can. They get him down. The crush onto 3, absolutely huge. Then he's going to look for goddamn. The silence is there. Double kill for the man. Pots the BKB. Backup is now here. Magic missile to Shash, though. He'll tag team in the rest of the side of Na'Vi. They'll finish off the kill on Beastmaster. Gem hits the deck. And they'll get it.
Alright.
Na'Vi are bringing this one back, and they're bringing it back hard.
Yeah. I guess the really good thing for Na'Vi in this situation is they managed to get the Battle Fury on the Juggernaut. So before we were looking at him and he had like Blink, S, and Y, and that was the point in the game where HR basically had a chance to just slow siege and end, right? But now he has a Battle Fury, 2,500 gold on top of the Blink Dagger that didn't really seem like that long ago was going to be pretty useless. So behind the HR's 2 super aggressive plays, they kind of just brought Na'Vi back into the game in a huge way. And now it's not a matter of the Juggernaut being a small factor anymore. He has everything that he needs to continue not only farming, but be a much bigger threat in the teamfights too, so... Yeah, Na'Vi. They're doing it, for sure.
They certainly are at this point. They're bringing it, and as we can see on the graph, you know, it's starting to swing back round, only subtly. It's still not a huge lead to have, and we can't write off the fact that there is this Spectre. But Jug's scary now. With the Battle Fury and with the 3.3k gold. I mean, what other kind of things do you think he is thinking about next?
I'm kind of wondering, like... you can go for a stat build and build like super tanky, I guess. Because you're going to be in the middle of the fight all the time, right? We're talking about Jug.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so it could go stats, it could go... Butterfly is like not super good against Spectre, but it's okay. You could also go BKB if he really wants to just get the right clicks off. But I think he would buy one more damage item before he buys BKB. Just depends on how unsafe he feels.
Let's see what happens around this pit.
I think like Butterfly, Scotty are both really solid. BKB is good too. Or he could go Basher actually, now that I think about it. Go into Abyssal Blade, like blink in Abyssal, one of the supports, like the Dazzle for example, and then you can just Omni him and kill him. That would be good.
Looks like Na'Vi being a little bit more careful about their approach this rush. AC is now done on Dendi. That's going to be a huge pickup here for the side.
Yeah.
Both teams just kind of carefully edging themselves around the pit. I'll just have to wait and see who kind of bumps into who first. And obviously the Ag's now done an AA. Another huge contribution here to the fights. And well, it's going to be whiffed. Fairly safe getting out the pit. Roshan sitting at half health. And as we can see signified on the map, they're going to go for the wraparound here, Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Akmo leads
Oh,
him.
good stuff.
Oh,
Oh
Shasho
my
disappears. Horn
Yeah.
comes out. But it doesn't seem to be doing that much. In fact, it goes into the back of the fight now. He's looking to get himself out of there. But the Shadow Strike slow is out. Dendi's got an Orchid in 5 seconds, and I think this Spectre, if Dendi plays this right, which I'm sure he will, should be dead. Sonic Wave comes
Nice.
out. Dendi with the double kill as he picks up the Spectre, as well as getting the initial kill on the Beastmaster. And now Hellraisers, I don't think you want to be trying Roshan with 2 men down. Now you're 3 men down, soon to be 4 men down. Ice Blast flies through, Omni Slash is there as well. Afro Ninja is going to drop, and now it is just Undershock trying to get himself out. But they'll look for the chase down here.
Is under attack.
He is not going to be able to blink because of the Ice Blast debuff, and this man, almost certainly a dead man. There's going to be a full team wipe against the side of Hellraisers. Na'Vi cleaning up house, and they'll get the Roche as well. And I don't know what was up with Hellraisers that fight, but they were just not in a good place.
Yeah, it feels like they just totally lost track of what they wanted to do in the game, I guess. Like, fighting in the base, diving really hard in the Lion. It really kind of feels bad for them too, because they played such a good early game. And like the
Yeah,
first Roshan
it's-
fight, like that, the stun, the 3-man, and then a 4-man stun. Oh, that is painful actually, that they were in such a good position and managed to lose control of it that quickly. And okay, swap and stun at the same time, but they still killed the Dazzle. I think it could just be game over here.
I was going to say, looking at the scores as well, I think, as I said, I can't really work this out, but by looks of it, because of how another game's worked out, Hellraisers are out anyway. There's no way that they can get through to the next stage.
Yeah, you mean after having lost the first game, right?
Yes, at this point. And again, we've seen huge ults being hit by the side of Na'Vi. They played this very nicely, and there will be a buyback from Spectre. Hellraisers is going to try their best. Finger onto Ditchara. Ditchara getting earned up, but the Spectre will chase him down. The healing ward is going to be there, though. Ditchara is going to be fine. This could be a dieback here from the Spectre. Ditchara just goes straight back in. He says, you want some, let's do it. And that looks to be the end of the road here from Hellraisers. Hellraisers are, as far as my best estimations go, are out of the majors. They will not be making it past the group stages. And Na'Vi live on to certainly have a chance. By the looks of the score, I believe it is going to change, so it's going to be very close between the top 3 in the group. Na'Vi, Empire, and Team Spirit. So the next games are going to be very, very interesting indeed for Group A.
Yeah, but
And
you said Team Spirit have only lost 1 match, right? Or they must have played 1 series.